Hi everybody, I am Lady Stars and Fire. My real name is Michelle Espinoza, and this is our weekly reading or our weekly healing messages for April 17th until the 25th. I need to start off first with saying, if you're having fear of moving on, fear of moving forward, fear, powerlessness, let that go. It's time to let that stuff go. It's not going to serve you anymore. We got to move on and start letting it go. Ask for help if you got to, but it's time to let that go. Now, starting off this week, I'm being given a lot of silvers. Silvers and white for in the physical, mixed with some pink. But silver is typically like self-intuitive, artistic, idealistic. It can also be of abundance. But with the white, it's also coming in, and the pink that's also coming in is also attunements, honey. These are also being in our physical life as well as moving into our spiritual right now. And I'm getting a lot of attunements with your frequencies, with your vibrations, with the levels of your dimensions, basically. And this is why I put in one of my videos I did just the other day where I was saying, people often say, well, you know, I'm a third dimensional being or a fourth dimensional being moving into different levels. Forget levels. Be dimensional. Period. Period. Be evolving. Be moving. Be moving forward and evolving. That's what it's all about. So this is attunements to where you're trying to get next. Period. No matter who or what you are. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of astrology for the week, too, before I get into the runes and what I'm getting from Spirit. Because, first off, Sun moves into Taurus on the 19th. Now, the Sun is all about, how can I shine? Now, you put it with Taurus. Taurus pretty much is, I never quit. So, how can I shine and I never quit coming together is a very solid, grounded, receptive, stubborn, yet supportive energy coming into how can I make me shine better. It's going to really push you into that personal power and making you come into that. Also, I'm reminding you, on the 17th, Mars, that's today, is going retrograde. Pluto is going retrograde on the 18th. We are also in the shadow of Mercury because it goes retrograde next week, actually on the 28th. I'm getting a lot of, over and over again, they keep showing me 555, which, where they're sending me to is just major change. Changes are happening everywhere. Now, I have to remind everybody when I say changes, that can also sometimes mean loss. And sometimes changes isn't exactly the most comfortable of areas. That's what's also coming with those silvers, those whites, and those pinks. Because when you're getting your attunements and you're changing and you're getting yourself intuitiveness coming with sensitivity, which is pink, that can be both positive and negative. Sometimes we're positive in a joyful way, open and peaceful and ready to receive, and sometimes it's kind of like, no, I don't like that. So it might be a little emotional during the week, but that's okay, because as long as you know that, you know how to deal with that. 555, I'm getting a lot of being told not only changes, but with somewhat of that loss. Remember, if you're having a loss in a situation or a place or even people, it is meant to be replaced by new. But a lot of times we're not ready for that change. We don't really want to make that change. We're not committed in here because that could be the fear that I'm talking about, or that feeling of powerlessness that I get that I'm getting from a lot of people right here with my empath. Now, sometimes destructiveness has to happen before construction can. I'm also being given a lot of 222s. And for me, when I get that, because that's one of my major connections with spirit, when I get 222s, that automatically means, for me, take a balanced, harmonious stand in all areas of your life right now. Stop. Take a balanced, harmonious stand. It's about being positive so that you bring positive to you. Keep yourself balanced and not out of focus. Then I'm being given a lion. A lion has been following me around everywhere. Lions are don't overdo. They teach you how to relax or when to de-stress your mind, your body, your spirit. They teach you, the lion does, the big beast, teaches you timing. Timing is everything for coming into your personal power, for finding all of that authentic self and the power of that within you. But be alert and be aware. Timing is everything. Now, I also want to let you know for the beginning of this week, for the very beginning of this week, the moon is also in Virgo. Virgo is typically details, fixing, fussing, cleaning, sorting. And it's also health consciousness. I'm also being given right now, again, sensitive energies that they're telling me. Very sensitive, and I'm seeing it mixed with a little bit of red. So yeah, I'm getting sensitive energies, which is also mixed with red. So it could be also, you got angers coming through, frustrations coming through. It's a little bit of a dirtier color than just the joy, and they're telling you to watch out for that. That's what they're giving me it for. We start off the week with moon in Virgo again. That's fixing, fussing, cleansing, sorting, health consciousness. Then in the middle of the week, the moon is in Libra, and it is Libra's job is to be or to restore relationships, your partnerings. It's tapping into those and setting things right, having that right way of going about it, being polite, kindness. And at the end of the week, though, the end of the week is where you're going to probably start to see it be a little bit more intense, because we move into Scorpio at the end of the week. And Scorpio, just in general, is intense. It's passion, it's joy, it's jealousy, it's betrayal, it's love, it's desire. Everything that's emotional comes to the nines to you. So don't allow it to take you in an obsessive way that could make things negative. I'm telling you these things because with astrology and with what the angels are saying is these energies are going to be coming. And when you're aware, it helps you to stay positive and keep that balanced, harmonious stand in all areas of your life. I'm also been getting a knight. You know, like a knight in shining armor with his sword pointing out, which is marching on. We're marching on. It's not saying we're picking a fight. It's just saying we are strong. We are the knights and we are moving on. So it's collectively taking all of that personal power that you are collecting within you and knowing right now we don't want to overdo it, but we're marching on. Now, to get to the actual reading this week of the runes, I'm going to start off with Perthro. Perthro was the first one that came to me. I can never tell you if I'm showing it the right way, and actually right now I have a glare in my eyes so I can't even see the video. Perthro, though, is coming inverted, and it's agreeing with the lion with don't overdo it, because it is saying you may be having addicted natures to pleasure or for taking risks and overindulgence right now. Premature seeking of knowledge right now. Pursuing one's luck. Not pursuing, pushing one's luck. It is telling you, for if you're that thrill seeker, that let me tempt fate. This isn't that time. Hold back a little. It's time to actually make sure you're getting that proper knowledge. Don't just tempt fate, tempt karma, and see where it would go, because you're doing it prematurely right now. Then the next one is Iwaz. Iwaz is coming in Howlite, which the other one was too. Perthro was. Howlite is all about spiritual awareness. It's also calming in energy, and it's protective, and it's also coming in my Rhodonite, which is unconditional love, love of self, love of others. It is loss of anxiety. It is telling us of the axes of life and death: safety, strength, reliability, dependability, trustworthiness. We've had Iwaz for a couple weeks now. It's pointing to issues of discipline and transforming change, along with the need of total commitment for that change. But it may also show of denial, deprivation, or hardships. It is protective, but it comes through the rite of passage of death being that rite of passage, letting it go. It's not serving you. It's time to stop it. That's what I was saying. If you've got fear of moving on, fear of changing, fear of things, just whatever's holding you back, it's time to let that go. Stop. Don't let that gut feeling be something that's negative. Turn yourself into a positive way and push it out. It's a very positive time right now, but there is some negative energies floating around, and this is why they're pushing this information so much. It is your endurance. It is your sacrifice undertaking rites of that transformation into that protective influence. It is release of your latent powers. It is also your essential polarities of your light and dark. Ego may be playing some tricks on you and asking you some questions right now. Ego can be good only if it's keeping you honest with you. But when it starts taking you negatively, that's when it's time to dispose of it. It is also a power companion. Iwaz is a power companion of walking the path and finding one's true way. It is also may feel like the only choice that you have, that you are able to have right now, the transcendent consciousness. Now, Jera is the next one. Jera is also coming in awareness, spiritual energy, and calming energy. And this rarely ever happens. I have an itty bitty one, which is clear quartz. Clear quartz is magnification. For me, it's magnification. It's Jera is the harvest, the season, the year. It is timing, just like Lion said. It is natural cycles and waiting for those results. Its interpretations are seasonal change, natural process, the harvest, patience, timing, rewards for efforts, debts paid back, cycle of life, returning energy, outward cycle, natural flow from beginning to end, putting energy into the external, the relationships also with the environment. It is your harvesting, more or less. So what are you creating? That's why it's so important right now to stay positive as we move through these chains with a harmonious, balanced stand. Because this is what you're harvesting. This is what you're creating. This is what you're bringing to you. And I rarely get anything that comes in clear quartz. And it happened twice. This one is coming again. It's happened for the last 3 weeks. You've got Thorisol. I got it in the clear quartz. I got it in awareness. And I also got it in truth and honesty. And Thorisol points to sudden something, or sometimes points to something sudden something that has changed. And it can be an event of violent change. It can feel like it. It can be what's making you feel like a hostage. It can be feeling hostile, aggression. But it can also be that stunning and powerful breakthrough. It is positive, but it kind of hits hard in the gut. That could be also that fear that's coming in. But I'm being told right now it is a stunning breakthrough for you. I'm also getting, right now in physical, it is also like counseling energy that's coming through, as well as healing energy that's coming through, and growth. Yeah, and growth along with your spiritual, your psychic energies that are coming and might be growing at this time. It's good with nature too for you at this time. It's good to be outside. Where was I? I was at Thorisol, sorry. Thorisol points to a sudden something change. It may feel like it's a change through violent events. It can feel hostile or aggressive, but it is a stunning breakthrough. Events of powerful and compulsive nature. Its interpretations are principle of opposition, action, and reaction. Hostile, reactive forces. Thrusting or penetrating forces. It is a powerful or a mighty blow, but it is the breaker of the resistance and the breakthrough. The warrior, the fighter, that great strength. Also, that would be your lion. Compulsion that needs to be mastered, though. And breakthrough against your unconscious forces. Maybe it's not something you're really wanting to go through, but it's going to happen. Generation, evolutional change, even through and after crises. Conflict of your shadow self. Those who oppose us are always also our teachers, and it is also the magical talisman, as Thorisol is also known as Thor's hammer. It is a positive and a protective energy, but it usually comes through aggressively. And we've had that for a couple weeks. So that's also letting you know these are things you've got to let go of. This is this change, and it's going to happen. But it's happening for the good. But you've got to stay positive so that you manifest it all to you positively and good. I love you all. I hope that you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. And you can always visit me at my website, LadyStarsOnFire.com, if you have any questions or you want your own personal readings. Bye, everybody. Hugs and kisses in the wind.